You're going to need a bigger boat.
And welcome back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek. Joining me as always is Mikey the Freak.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
And Steve.
What's up, everybody?
Today we're going to be reviewing the classic movie Jaws. But before we do, let's check out that trailer.
Yes, let's.
Ba-na.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill. A mindless, eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws. From the best-selling novel, Jaws.
There you go.
That was quick and to the point.
Yeah. Steve, why don't you tell us a little bit more about this movie?
From 1975, when a killer shark unleashes chaos on a beach community off Cape Cod, it's up to a local sheriff, a marine biologist, and an old seafarer to hunt down the beast.
That's
it has a
fairly
running
accurate.
time of 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, what was your first thoughts on rewatch?
I watch this movie all the time. I love this movie. It's why I picked it. It's a great Spielberg flick. It's I don't know, man. It's one of those ones that gives you an irrational fear when you're a child of a shark in a pool, which I still have to this day. If there's no lights on in a pool and it's nighttime. Other than that, I've been in the ocean a lot. I'm not scared of sharks. But this movie definitely gives an irrational fear to great whites and all of that stuff. And I mean, you guys probably dealt with more of that shit being down in Florida and all of that. But other than that, no, man, I really like this film. It's one of Spielberg's greats. It's got a great cast, and it's got a lot of suspense for a mechanical shark that didn't really want to work.
Very true. Mikey the Freak.
What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I love this movie. It's a very, it's a '70s classic. I can after a rewatch. I haven't watched it in some time, probably in the last few years, but it's one of those movies I can understand why in the '70s, it would make you be afraid to get in the ocean and swim, because you never know. The sharks were pretty close to shore. And we see sharks all the time, and there are still people down here to this day that won't swim in the ocean, knowing that there are bull sharks. Which, as the people know down here, bull sharks are our biggest predator in Florida, other than hammerheads, which are down south. But yeah, I mean, they're 12, 13, 14, 15-foot long sharks that are just swimming in the ocean. But you never notice. You never notice. But yeah, intense, very dramatic, but yeah, a great watch. You know, that's pretty much it. Bearded Geek.
No, I really enjoy this movie. The opening scene sets up the whole thing with the girl getting eaten by the shark. It was a great way to set the tone for the whole movie. Um, Yeah, it's funny when you're out swimming in the ocean. There's probably a shark probably 10 foot away from you at all times. Most times, it's pretty common. Like we would go
Not in
fishing.
California. Not in California.
What in Florida? in
Oh,
Florida.
in Florida, definitely.
Yeah,
We've
we
caught
would
our
go.
fair share of sharks.
Oh yeah, we've definitely caught our fair share. But I mean, most of the sharks that we catch, though, they're smaller. That we've caught were smaller. But
Yeah,
yeah, at any point in
3 foot,
time, there could
4
be
foot.
a yeah, there could be a 15-foot shark in Florida swimming around you. Yeah,
No, thank you.
it's it it's one of those things you to where a lot of times you don't bother them, they're not gonna bother you. They don't see you as food a lot of times. Now,
Except when they bite
m-
you.
yeah, and then they just want a little taste. They just want a little
Shark
snack.
attacks than you would assume.
Yeah,
We hear about. I think we hear about every single shark attack there are, and there's probably less than 10 a year, maybe.
yeah. It's
Even if
it's
that.
it's pretty uncommon, but yeah, this
I
movie
don't
definitely
believe.
puts a fear in you especially of great whites. Great white to this day is probably my favorite species of shark. I love watching National Geographic and seeing anything about those,
Shark
and
Week.
it's basically a lot from this movie. So yeah, I really enjoy that. But Steve,
My
how would
my
you
favorite
rate
shark
this
is a
movie?
hammer. My favorite shark is a
Hammerhead.
Hammerheads.
yeah, ever since I
Oh
was
no,
a kid.
we catch plenty of shovel heads or bonnet heads.
Bonnet heads, yeah. But
Tons of them.
hammerheads can get huge too.
15, 16
I
foot
saw
deep.
a video.
Yeah,
I saw a video the other day of a hammerhead, and it was like this fucking huge. It was crazy.
Bro,
yeah.
It was bigger than this.
was it what's the pass?
P- Punta Gorda down there in Punta Gorda.
Yeah, they catch
Is it?
where the tarpon run down there. Uh
Yeah, those.
there's hammerheads and bull sharks that would cut 150-pound tarpon in completely half. As you're
Oh yeah,
trying to fish them,
I've
you're
seen
fishing
'em-
for tarpon and boom, there comes a fucking great white.
I've
Or
seen a hammerhead
hammerhead.
take a tarpon off of the line of somebody and take it into the swimming area over there in Punta Gorda and eat it. So yeah, it was quite a scene.
Yeah,
But
I don't
yeah,
go swimming in San Diego Bay because San Diego Bay is connected to the ocean. I spent an entire summer snorkeling with a buddy, and I told him, "Hey man, I'll snorkel with you." And we went spearfishing, never caught anything. I said, "I'll go with you the whole time, man, but the minute I see a shark, I'm out of the water and I'm not going back in." And we went the whole summer. We went 2 full months, almost 3 full months of swimming like every other day, and the last day, I saw like 5 sharks,
and
and
she's like,
I
I'm
was
out.
done. I was done. I saw one shark swimming this way, and I said, and I start paddling back this way, and I turn around, and as I turn around this way, 2 sharks are coming towards me, and they go that way. I go, no way. And I see another one, and I go, and my buddy is trying to get me to go out to the ocean to a sand dollar bed. He goes, "Oh, come on, it's only like a half a mile off the coast." And I go, "No, you know why? Because to get to the sand dollar bed, I gotta swim through sharks." And once we get to the sand dollar bed and we gotta swim back to shore, guess what? We have to swim through fucking again. More sharks. I'm good.
I
And
get it.
that was the last time I went swimming in the ocean. If I were to rate this movie is a solid 9 for me. I love this flick. It's a great suspense. Some might call it even horror for the time that it was made, but I'm a big fan of it. I give it a 9. Mikey.
Yeah, no, I like it. And we were talking about the pass down south is Boca Grande.
Boca
Boca
Grande.
Grande,
Boca
that's where all
Grande.
the tarpon run in and out, and you'll find a bull shark, hammerhead, just like a normal fish, everyday fish down there. No, I think it's a solid 9. I mean, it's a classic movie from the 70s. I think it still holds water to this day. There's still great whites out there. I don't
Boom,
know if
boom.
they're 40 or 50 fucking feet long, but there are some out there. I know there were 20 feet, solid 20 feet long out there still. I'm sure there's one out there bigger than Jaws or big as Jaws.
Well, Jaws was
Um,
supposedly a 25-footer, according to Quint.
yeah, so
Well,
I
I'm just
mean,
waiting for them to discover the megalodon again, because you know that
yeah.
you
Jason
know that
Statham already did.
You know that megalodon is out there somewhere. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Right, I know we're down at deep pressure. But I'm gonna take salt water and I'm
Oh
gonna put it in
Jesus!
my system, and I'm gonna snort it back out, and that'll make the pressure rise for the salt water, so I can swim over to that other door. Once the pressure goes the
All
bumps
right,
the pipe,
Jason. This
and
is
I
Jaws,
Okay,
not
Jason.
Meg 2.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, solid 9. Solid 9 for me.
yeah, I'll have to agree with you both. Definitely a 9. It's a quotable movie. Like, who don't remember the line, "You're gonna need a bigger boat"?
Think you're
I
gonna need a
mean,
bigger boat. Even
it's
Taco Bell did it with the chalupa dog. Think you need a bigger box.
definitely,
They took the
definitely.
quote and made it that way.
All right. I do have some fun facts about this movie. Director Steven Spielberg named the shark Bruce after his lawyer.
Bruce, I know Bruce
Bruce.
from Finding
Bruce.
Nemo.
good day, Bruce.
Fish are our
Hello,
friends, not food.
fish are friends, not food.
Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, was used as Amity Island primarily because even 12 miles out to sea, the sandy bottom was only 30 feet down, allowing the mechanical shark to function. Residents were paid $64 to scream and run across the beach as extras.
That
And
wasn't a lot then. Maybe it was
no,
75. Yeah.
yeah. Most of the film was shot handheld to best counter the ocean swell. So there you go. Those are your fun facts.
Mm,
And I do believe that the movie Jaws was actually um it was based on a book, but the actual true story of it was a mako shark, not really a
great white.
great white. So those are my fun facts. Um, Steve, what do we have for soundtrack?
Oh man, so you have Jaws, you have Chrissy's death, you have Promenade, you have Jaws, Out to Sea, you have the Indianapolis story, you have Sea Attack #1, you have One Barrel Chase, Preparing the Cage, Night Search, The Underwater Siege, Hand
3
to Hand
barrels.
Combat, and End Title.
Dun,
Ooh,
dun,
end title's my favorite.
Ba-dun, ba-dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
Dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, dun,
Mikey,
dun,
what
dun.
do
Who
you
doesn't,
have for or
bro? Who doesn't
related
know the Jaws theme?
reels?
Right? Who doesn't know the Jaws theme?
Right.
All right,
Kind
yeah.
of adapted by Spaceballs a little bit in the very beginning.
Yeah, that's true. This ship is so big. I walked, the movie be over. All right, Richard Dreyfuss, best known for The Sandlot, American Graffiti, and Close Encounters of the Third Time. Another great movie.
Who is
Roy
he in the
Scheider.
Sandlot? Whoa,
He was the
Yeah.
whoa,
yeah. Huh? He was the writer.
Oh, he was
what?
the
Or was
writer.
it narrator?
Narrator.
Maybe it was
I
a
liked it.
narrator in The Sandlot.
Are you sure you're not talking about Stand By Me?
No.
The Sandlot, the baseball movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
IMDb it. That's what I saw. All right, Roy Scheider, Brody, All That Jazz, The Rainmaker, and The Punisher. He was in The Punisher.
And Sequest DSV.
Yes, which was filmed here in Lakeland.
Yep. Part of it. Yep.
And The Punisher filmed at Fort DeSoto. So pretty close areas for me. Robert Shaw, which was Quint. From Russia with Love. The Sting, Academy Award winning The Sting, and A Man for All Seasons. He was Henry VIII. And of course, he passed away shortly after this movie.
Hmm.
He was 78, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah.
I enjoyed his character.
Here's a fun fact for you.
Like Quint.
Kevin Smith has named 3 of his characters in his movies after the 3 main characters of this movie. In Mallrats, you have T.S. and Brody.
Mhm.
And in Chasing Amy, you have Hooper X.
Yeah. All right.
Tidbit of
Is that
information.
is that all you have for related reels?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, as we come to a close, Steve, where can people find you on your podcast,
Steve.
sir?
Oh, when I'm not chewing ice, you can find me on my podcast, The Last Podcast You Want. It's a pop culture thing where I talk to people about movies and TV and radio shows. We don't talk about radio shows and lots of other things. Go ahead and check it out. Check out the old episodes. Check out the new episodes. Tip the field. Try the staff. And thank you all for coming. And if you didn't, better luck next time.
Make sure you check out all the other shows here on the Back to the Retro
Go,
Review.
go.
Leave a comment, do all the YouTuber things. Give us a good old thumbing. Hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you check out the sister channel to Back to the Retro Review, the Mod Squad Network, where we have a horror show, a gamer show, a movie show, and we now have an interview show. And we go live every Saturday night with a
An
giveaway.
interview show. That's
An
interesting.
interview
I have to check that out.
Yeah, you may see some people you know.
Oh, baby.
All right, guys, that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So if I don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
See ya.